graduation day. Let's head back to Newcastle. Okay, so the robes have gone back, hands have been shaken, and I'm now officially a graduate. Time to head home. So, I've come home now. It's about 5:30 in the evening, and I'm now the proud owner of a very, very expensive piece of paper. But that really is it. The ceremony was absolutely wonderful. I think it all should be available online, but there was a paper as all the kind of academic procession came in, and then it really wasn't a long ceremony, maybe only an hour at most, from kind of going into coming out. The time just absolutely flew by, much as the whole degree has really. It just feels very final. That was the thing my dad kept saying to me, particularly in the afternoon. We all went to get some food, and he said, like, you look very distant, and it's just difficult to process, you know, given that like in my instance Newcastle, but you know, when you graduate from your degree, or when anyone graduates from theirs, you know, that's been your life. Like, the being at that university, being in that city or in that town has been kind of an all-encompassing experience. And even when you come home from for holidays from that place, you never really leave it, and you can't wait to go back in most cases. And it's just the idea that that's all over now. But I tell you, the big thing for me, and it's totally unreasonable, but the thing that was unsettling me, or the thing that I that was kind of bothering me, I think that I have this kind of pathological idea about being forgotten, if that makes sense, and not like in terms of leaving a legacy or anything so grandiose as that, but it's just like all the, you know, the relationships that you form with people, all your friendships, all the things that you've kind of been and done. Obviously I'll remember it, and you know, you'd like to think that everyone will remember you, and I've got absolutely no reason to think that they won't. You know, I've made some really, really wonderful friends over the last few years that I hope to stay in touch with for years, you know, and would very happily make the effort to do so, to go and visit people and things like that. But it's a rather crushing finality, I think. But positives. So it was a fantastic ceremony. And it's something I need to talk about in a separate video, but I suppose in my case, because I always wanted to pursue medicine, I kind of looked at this degree, rightly or wrongly, as a bit of a stepping stone experience. You know, whereas for a lot of people, probably more than not, you know, going to uni and finishing your degree, coming out with whatever you come out with, will be, you know, an absolute pinnacle experience. And I'm absolutely not devaluing my own experience. It's been absolutely amazing, but just always having had that vision of wanting to go on from it and doing something else, I think has just given me a slightly different perspective. Other news, I have just heard, so my friend James, who is currently studying his master's degree in English literature at Newcastle Uni, he's speaking at a conference in Durham, I believe, very soon. I'd say very soon, in the not too distant future, and there were a bunch of us wanting to attend, and thankfully it looks like guests can attend, so I will definitely be going to that. Things like that. Just support your friends, and you know, remain interested. I think I spoke to somebody recently about the people that I've found that I have the most respect for, and this comes in part from having a massive academic failure myself, which again will come in its own video. But the people that I respect are people that have the ability to work through adversity and come out strong on the other side, and just basically people that are willing to graft, essentially, to put the work in. And I've done it in the past, right, where you can coast to a certain level. Again, this is going to sound very arrogant, but it's not meant to. If you're smart enough to a point, you can coast. That will come to bite you eventually. Bites a lot of people. It bit me. And often, you know, that can have quite catastrophic consequences. But then it was this experience that taught me the kind of things that I now know about how important hard work is, and I think I've been applying those kind of principles since, and those are the people that I really look up to, and many of my friends are like that. And that's the thing that I guess the graduation ceremony has reminded me of, that everyone has their own personal struggles, yet comes out strong on the other side. I mean, just seeing how happy everybody was today, you know, it was really, really heartwarming. And so some people from the degree I'll never see again, but that's okay, because I think having had the 3 years, I trust, at least on my own small course, I can't speak for the wider community, but I trust that everyone has put the effort in and has learned a few things along the way, whether it's academic or whether it's not. You kind of learn things about yourself. It's probably worth it in terms of how it sets you up for later on. But that's going to be the end of this little vlog video. See you in the next one, guys. Bye-bye.